Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
My question is, what advice would you give someone who struggles from laughing at people, laughing at things they shouldn't laugh at? What advice would you give?
What advice would I give? Why would a person excessively laugh and make fun of others? Simply because he's arrogant. Simply because he's ignorant. And he thinks that he's better than other people. This is scary. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, لا يدخل الجنة من كان في قلبه مثقال ذرة من كبر. A person who has the weight of an ant of arrogance in his heart or pride would not be admitted to Jannah. Then he explained the meaning of arrogance or pride. He said, it is looking down upon people and rejecting the truth. So when you laugh at others, the way they speak, the way they walk, the way they dress, the way they behave, this is looking down at people. And this means that you are an ignorant, arrogant, proud person that is almost certain to book their front row seat in hellfire. Al-Hasan al-Basri passed by a group of youth laughing their heads off. And he said, Subhanallah, have you booked your seats in Jannah? They said, no. He said, are you certain that you won't be admitted to hellfire? They said, no. And he said, then why are you laughing? It's very strange how people pay money to watch stand-up comedians make fun of themselves, of their religion, of their country, of other people's religions and ethnicity and countries and religions as well and practices. And they think that they're enjoying life. It's like drugs that junkies consume. It makes them high for a period of time, then they get the hangover. Then they get the consequence of such a sin. Don't ever be delusional. Life has its ups and downs. We're not supposed to be crying all the time and weeping and depressed. But at the same time, laughter has a place and a time. It has an extent. The Prophet used to smile, alayhi salatu wasalam. And when the companions used to joke among themselves, he used to smile. But he would never laugh it off and open his mouth and fall on his back like so many people do, or have tears in their eyes. What is this? These guys don't know what awaits them in their graves. Yes, being moderate is good. This is overdoing it. You're not being moderate, you're being extreme. When you make fun of people, you just sit on a cafe, sipping your latte or drinking your tea and making fun with your friends or your buddies about every person that walks by. Look how old he is. Look how young he is. Look, he doesn't know how to walk. Look at his teeth. Look at his size. Look at this. Look at that. And the Prophet said, alayhi salam, do not sit on the road unless you give it its right. And he named 6 of the rights of the road. So we cannot sit and talk as if there are no consequences. Everything that comes out of your mouth, you'll be held accountable for. May Allah make our test easy.
There are it's about my question about the Ottoman Empire. There are people, they praise it and see it like a good Islamic state, but there are also people and some shuyukhs and du'at, even they criticize them, speaking ill about it, and say that they made the war against Tawheed. And so what should be our stance towards this empire?
Akhi, period of time, you have supporters and haters. Islam supports unity without any doubt. And the Ottoman Empire united the Muslims. Were there any things that were against Islam? Of course, every generation in time, till the hour is established, there will be exaggerations and things that are not according to Islam. But to be fair, they united the Muslims. They did a lot of good things. They spread Islam. Islam conquered a whole area of the land and established Sharia. And that's good. Now, what they say is challengeable. So if I come now and say, oh, this specific empire, this specific state, this specific government had this and this and this and this and this, who would verify it? I wasn't there, you weren't there. So we have to go to the books of history and we will find supporters and haters. Now, these people have long gone. They have no existence, none whatsoever. What is the benefit of sitting and drinking coffee or tea and criticizing Sultan Abdul Hamid al-Thani or this or that for what they had done? I didn't witness it. There is no benefit of doing this. And this would not stop there. It will go back until we find, and this is something that people are doing now, unfortunately. Ignorant imbeciles are discussing what had happened between Ali and Muawiyah, may Allah be pleased with them both. And the battle of the camel, and this and that. Akhi, what is this? Allah has saved our swords from participating in such fitna. Why would you indulge our tongues to speak in such a fitna? This is a waste of time, a waste of iman,